What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna be talking about One Piece. Can we get much higher? So high. But before starting, I do have to say that I'm currently sick. That's why I'm gonna sound like a little stuffy. So just wanted to let you guys know. But I really wanted to do this video because I had it on my mind like for a few days, and I really wanted to make it, not have to wait until, you know, I'm not sick anymore, since I don't know if I'll be sick like 2 or 3 days more than this. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. The Egghead arc has officially ended, and I've seen some people having trouble understanding something that happened near the end of the arc, Vegapunk's death. And I've seen some readers debate whether he is alive or not, and I just wanted to clear that up. I wanted to make this video, you know, explaining why he is alive. Vegapunk is very much alive at the end of Egghead. But don't worry, I'm gonna tell you why in this video. But before that, guys, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment for more content like this on the channel. A little recap: we have the original Vegapunk, who the satellites call Stella, and we have the satellites who are not clones of him per se, but they're more like extensions, if you get what I mean. We have Shaka, who is good. We have Lilith, who is evil. We have Pythagoras, who is wisdom. Edison is thinking. We have Atlas, who is violence. And we have York, who is greed. These are the satellites who refer themselves as Vegapunk. And the reason they do this is because they are robots / cyborgs, I'm not really sure, who are connected to Vegapunk's brain in Punk Records. And they have access to his knowledge, and they embody like a certain part of him. That's why there's Shaka good, there's evil, there's wisdom, thinking, violence, greed. They all embody a certain part of Vegapunk, but in the end they are all him because they are basically controlled by his brain. His brain controls all of the satellites. You know, they access information from them, from the Punk Records. They, well, not really control, but you know, they access that information. So in a sense, they are correct when they say Vegapunk. After the events of this arc, Lilith managed to escape with the Straw Hats. The Straw Hats also have Stella's original body, and York joined the world government, and all of the other satellites' bodies are destroyed. However, once Lilith wakes up, she receives a briefing through her headset telling her that everything that happened when she got knocked out, and she assures the Straw Hats that they kept their promise because it's all a matter of perspective. But to put it simply, everyone is alive, even if they're functionally dead. And this is the important part. What does Lilith mean by this? Well, our mind, our consciousness, our thoughts, our personality, our knowledge, our experiences, our decisions, our everything that makes us who we are is all in the brain. We essentially are our brain. Think of it like a pilot inside of a mecha. Now, obviously, the body has a part in our identity, but that's a different topic. All the satellites that died in Stella are inside his brain, which is very much still alive inside Punk Records, because Vegapunk already made a way to keep his brain alive apart from his body, and even receive things like nutrients and rest wirelessly, which was York's whole job. This also makes the original body another form of satellite that was being remote controlled by the brain. The brain is Vegapunk, and if the brain is alive, then Vegapunk is alive. Lilith mentioned that it's all about perspective, and even if they're functionally dead, it's because their bodies are gone, but their minds are not. They are in Punk Records, and they can connect to Lilith. For the moment, they are bodiless. They can experience life through the human senses like vision, hearing, smell, touch, taste, but they have the consciousness and knowledge intact. So it relies more on the objective truth that if your brain is alive, you are alive. There is also the philosophical side, where you can debate what it means to be alive, if it's experiencing the world around you and not just being a mind trapped in a black void. But there is also an argument to be made that they probably have access to Lilith's senses to be able to experience life. And even in the future, who knows, Lilith could make replacement bodies for all the Vegapunks, including Stella. So to me, that pretty much, you know, tells us that Vegapunk is alive inside of his brain, even if he's just a brain. Since that brain has everything that made him Vegapunk, he is alive. This is also why we have that panel with Shaka saying, what does it mean for people like us to die? Because even if their bodies were destroyed, their mind was still being kept in Punk records. And if you are your consciousness, you know, your mind, and you don't need a body, you can make another one or experience life throughout one of the other satellites, then you are not really dead per se. Your body is just gone. You can experience this life until you get another one or whatever, but they are very much alive. I also saw a few people talking about how this arc explores what it means to be alive, and specifically Kuma's case. Well, in Kuma's case, he is also technically alive. His brain and body are both alive, but the real question with Kuma that we need to ask is not if he's still alive, but if he is still Bartholomew Kuma. Now, I already talked about who we are and how our consciousness is in the brain, but what happens when all of that information is lost? In Kuma's case, Vegapunk erased his memories and humanity and installed probably some kind of inhibitor chip, you know, to take orders. But Kuma's memories were extracted in a pop bubble for Vegapunk to study. So is Kuma still alive? Well, his body still partly is, because, you know, he's a cyborg. His appearance is that of Kuma, but his mind is not. His mind was that of another pacifista, essentially. Hence, he was not really Kuma anymore. That is until the revolutionaries freed him. He then reawakened enough of his personality to instinctively travel to Egghead and save Bonnie. But why does this happen? Well, I think it's more like Kuma's will was so strong that it partly remained in his body and mind, and when he was freed, it took over once he was no longer receiving orders. There's also the argument to be made that if Kuma absorbed the memory bubble, he can go back to his former self, since, you know, he'll know who he is, he'll have his personality, his memories, all that makes him Kuma. So in Kuma's case, he has his body, but he lost his mind. So even if he's still technically alive, he's not himself anymore, while Vegapunk lost his body but still has his mind alive. So Vegapunk is pretty much still alive. So that's all for this video, guys. It was kind of short, but I just really wanted to talk about that topic, you know, clear things up, express myself, talk a little bit about what I think happened at the end. But I hope this video, you know, helps people understand that Vegapunk is pretty much alive, because I even saw some people say like Lilith was gonna have a funeral for Vegapunk, and I was like, why? He's still alive. And that person did not understand that Vegapunk is still very much alive. So I just wanted to make this video to, you know, clear that up. So I hope, you know, this video clears things up a little bit and you understand some of the points I made in the video. But if you disagree, you can always leave a comment in the comment section telling me why. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you subscribe, you like, you watch out for more content. Remember that I'm streaming almost daily on my Twitch channel, link in the description. I'm currently playing Fallout New Vegas and Baldur's Gate 3, so I hope you guys will stick around and enjoy all of that. See you.